Nice. But can we move on? We're still done for if that drag makes up, so let's not overstay our welcome. Look! Isn't that the exit?
All right!
It is! We can finally get out of here! Looks like we can finally breathe easy, at least for a moment.
What?
Oh no! Could it be?
Look!
A dragon's roar. And you feel that shaking, right?
What the?
It's getting stronger. What's going on here?
Great. No, stop.
It's a cave-in. If you value your lives, run!
Run! Hurry!
We actually made it out.
And in one piece, no less.
Speak for yourself. I think that shaved a couple years off my life.
Damn storm. Can't afford too many delays, but we'll not be getting far in this torrent.
I'm just a baby.
We can make camp tonight and slip onto a carriage to the capital tomorrow, once we're out of the wastes. We'll have to, if we want to make it in time.
Public carriage seems a bit risky, doesn't it?
Not with all the outsiders flocking in for the funeral. We'll be 3 faces among hundreds.
A dragon came after me.
Lovely. Another carriage ride. Hopefully this one's smoother than the last couple.
Let's just get our camp set up. Somewhere dry, preferably.
Unfortunately, it was not a bad dragon, Pat.
Ah, this is so cozy. I feel alive again.
It's certainly better than freezing. Reminds me of when I was a child. Back then, I wouldn't have been caught dead out in the wilderness like this. Countryside nobility like us had no fortune to speak of. My parents bowed and smiled for their money, and honestly, I despised them for it. Back then, I thought being a noble was about, I don't know, a life of prestige, being respected.
Have I, Jade?
But one spring 7 years ago, our town was attacked by this horrific creature. A human. Though I'd no idea at the time. I was evacuated alongside the servants while the rest of the town burned. I waited for my parents to join us in the shelter, but they would never come. The parents I'd so despised had stayed behind to protect the villagers who couldn't flee.
They were heroes.
Your parents were heroes.
It changed everything. It taught me who my parents really were, what it really meant to be a noble. But our town's just rubble now. A
Wild
footnote in
Jade
history.
dreams. Dun,
The
dun,
human
dun.
that destroyed us is all we'll ever be known for. I remember my father petitioning the capital for aid, but no reply came. Even knowing how much of a threat the humans were. Now, I think, what if the army? Well, Luis. What if he's the one who abandoned us? If we were just a pawn in his game, then I will make him pay.
Hey, Grius. We all trust each other now, don't we? I think we can tell him.
Aye. Maybe you're right. I'll admit the lad's sword put me in mind of the past.
Something special about that sword?
Well, we used it to identify the messenger from our faction. But it originally belonged to His Highness. A kingly gift from his father. To better suit His Highness and his keen aptitude for magic, that blade was specially forged, with raw magla folded into the metal. Of course, when swordplay bored him, he'd amuse himself by levitating it or standing atop it to glide about. A royal rascal.
Poodle comes up
that
and
one.
demands pets.
Those days were all too short. Then,
Of course he
12
does.
years ago, it all came crashing down.
I've heard. The prince was attacked, right?
There was a plot on his life. One I wish I'd rooted out sooner. Just like tonight, it was pouring rain. Your Highness, this way!
She got her treat.
Who let these blackguards into the palace? Huh?
Who's the red-headed elf, man?
My lord, are you hurt?
Back!
We saw her earlier.
Royal knight. A wench and nothing more.
Have fun, Jade. She's a badass, man.
You know nothing of true knighthood. I pledged my life to the prince, and I'll not lose it to you! Highness!
Don't falter! Give chase!
Stop! They dare harm him.
Penetrated. It was a he. That's a prince, Pat. That's a boy. Allow yourself to be penetrated.
I failed him. Again.
Damn you. This elf-looking
Highness!
person.
Highness! What is this? His Highness survived the attack, but the curse hanging over him was powerful and complex. Of all the mage healers in the capital, not one could wake him, and he grew weaker with each passing day. We might lift the curse if we knew the specifics of its formula, but Luis would never give that up. Which leaves but one way. To dispel the curse, its caster must die.
And you're sure Luis is the man you seek?
I saw him in the fray. He was younger then. Younger even than you are now, and shorter besides. I could never mistake him. And now, after spilling the royal blood of father and son both, the people call him not traitor, but savior.
What savior?
For His Highness, for the king, and for the very future of this country, he must be dealt with. To kill Luis is to see justice served.
Yeah.
I see.
Justice.
So as he did with the prince, he would make of my city a stepping stone to further heights. A tool to spread the infamy of the humans. You haven't told that story to many, have you? Thank you for trusting me with it.
A rogue never forgets a debt. Even if it takes 3 generations, we'd see it repaid. But neither do we forget a grudge. And Luis will know that soon enough.
So, that's what all this is about. Say, friend, this mission means a lot to you too, doesn't it?
Yes, of course it does.
You've been carrying a greater weight than I realized. In any case, I owe you my life, and we've both got something we'd fight to protect. Let's save this country. Together. Ideally, once we're out of this cold, of course.
I don't know what that's from, Jade.
I think it's about time we eat. We're almost to the capital, after all. I'd say that's worth celebrating.
You guys think you're good enough to beat the...
I'm beat.
Sometime after the assault, together with a small entourage, we decided to take His Highness out in secret to appropriate his to an appropriate hiding place. He was attacked in the royal palace, the place where he was supposed to be safest. He knew not where he'd be attacked if he stayed in the Grand Trad. Actually, His Highness was considered missing, and eventually his death was deemed official. From that time on, our organization was formed to restore His Highness' power. I'm sure there are those who resent us for vanishing from the palace without a word. After all, even the royal guards who protected His Highness were kept in the dark. If they had known, they wouldn't have had no choice. They would have had no choice but to stop us. Even if they had accompanied us or let us go, they would have been guilty of treason. A terrible fate for young knights who have so much ahead of them. I can't talk.
You're kidding.
I can't believe not just you, but Stroll and Grius have awakened to that power. I heard that mysterious voice again when it happened. I wonder what it was. Phew, I'm exhausted. That magma was unusually dense, and now it's already dark. I hope I can see a beautiful clear sky tomorrow.
Time for bed.
We still have a long way to go to the Grand Trad. You could get some sleep for tomorrow. I thought to join the army and work my way up the ranks the traditional way. Never thought things would turn out like this. I didn't expect to run into humans and dragons nor be bestowed with an extraordinary power.
Well,
was this the path I was always headed for, or is this all thanks to you? Well, I'm not complaining either way. Once we pull off the assassination and the prince returns to power, I think our country will be a better path. We'll be on a better path. I'll get my revenge on Luis, no matter what it takes.
nonetheless,
Though I must admit, all this camping is taking its toll on me. A delicious meal would be nice once we're in Grand Trad. It's still raining outside. It's pretty late too, so let's get some rest. Let's rest. What are we doing back here again?
Huh? I'm pretty sure I fell asleep.
Well, then it's just as I thought. While you're asleep, our connection is much stronger. You wield your magic with ever more confidence. Splendid.
Splendid!
As I mentioned previously, the archetype grows and develops anew through encounters with others. Look for those bearing the nobility and presence of the heroes and kings of old. More virtuous than the weight of any crown or medal is the burden you place on your own path forward. The more comrades and supporters who stand beside you, the more your power will deepen as you soar to new heights. One day, if the people join hands and seize the freedom to decide their own future with their own power just as you do, that is my ideal world.
Hold on. What do you mean, supporters? We're trying to keep out of the public eye here.
I mentioned before, did I not? There is no hero without allies. Only a single voice in opposition. In other words, even archetypes have their own strengths and weaknesses. They'll be of little use if used thoughtlessly. Life and death are seconds apart on the battlefield. Be attentive, mindful, and strategic. Only then can you emerge victorious. When you feel unsure how to proceed, I recommend you stop assess your surroundings, and think. The smallest observation is often our greatest inspiration. Well, it's almost dawn. I will be watching with great anticipation. Until we meet again.
Until we meet again.
The royal funeral draws ever closer. 4 days remain.
Good.
Alrighty then. Let's hit the road. The king's funeral is coming up, is it not? We should hurry back to Grand Trad.
This place here.
We'll need to catch a carriage soon if we want to make it to the royal capital.
Let's go.
We can wait no longer. Are you ready?
Great. Let's move out.
Right. Let's get moving then.
Escaping the dragon's threat in the Nord mines, the party shakes their pursuers amidst the discovery of great powers. To make up for lost time, they risk hiring a coach to secret them the rest of the way to the capital. The royal funeral draws ever closer. 2 days remain.
Medals Day?
Finally, we found a ride. Looks like we should make it in time for the funeral after all.
Last time we rode in a public carriage, it was hit by bandits. A pack of Louise zealots, too, if I remember. Talk about a nasty surprise.
You've come a ways since then. Any bandits who set on us now are in for a nasty surprise.
Reminds me of the road to the fort. Sitting there in the cart. Never could have imagined you and I would be the only survivors. Strange. How fast life can change.
We both did well.
We both did well to make it out.
Yes, we certainly did.
The last couple days have certainly been eventful. Almost feels like everything we thought we knew about the world was wrong.
Well, plenty of people live their lives without taking a single step outside their city. But we haven't the luxury of ignorance, I suppose.
We're almost to the capital. Quiet now, and stay sharp.
Milady,
Milady!
welcome back. And thank you for making the trip.
After so long, I am only surprised anyone remained here who yet remembered me.
Surely you jest, milady.
Pay me no mind. I heard of the king's death. The skyline is full of unfamiliar figures. 'Tis a testament to how long I've been away.
It's the guard that's changed the most. It's just chaos and politics there, arguing over matters of succession. Feels like we've lost sight of who we're even protecting. Not to mention talk of monsters at the border. We've nowhere near enough soldiers to deal with them on top of everything else.
After tomorrow, the city will calm. Once the formality of the funeral is past, a new king will be crowned. After which, I suppose there'll be no further need of a search party. Not many even remember we were searching in the first place.
The royal funeral draws ever closer. 1 day remains.
Boo.
Escaping the Nord mines, the party hailed a horse-drawn coach and returns now to Grand Trad, capital of Uchronia, the day before the royal funeral. As they gaze upon the city, flags of mourning fluttering in the wind, the magnitude of their mission exacts its toll on the heart.
Like horses with donkey ears.
The fog's rolling in. Rain's the last thing we need.
Can this funeral withstand more misfortune? I've heard they don't have enough soldiers to keep the peace.
Oh, it'll be fine. All the aristocrats are bringing their own personal guards. I imagine boredom's the worst we need to worry about.
Let's not draw attention to ourselves. There's a hostelry tucked at the back of Sunshade Row, the Hushed Honeybee Inn. We'll talk details once we're there.
Considering this is an Atlus game, I don't think we're gonna be successful.
Here
Just
we
kidding,
go.
Becky. Grius went ahead. Let's hurry after him.
That's terribly unfair.
This journey was a rough one. I came across a horde of go-borns and thought I was going to die. I suppose it is reckless to be in this line of work with a plain, old, horse-drawn carriage. If I only had a gauntlet runner. Wait, what's the point of complaining to an Elda? I must be more exhausted than I thought.
All right then.
That's terribly unfair.
All right then. All right then.
Oh,
Well, I'm looking at gear and shit.
Hey!
So I can't wander around the city without getting yelled at. Okay, never mind then.
Aha!
Oh, could it be? You are an Elda, correct? My, I've never seen one of your kind before. I assume you're not from these parts. Tell me, do you hail from outside the city? That's right. I see, I must admit, I'm quite jealous of you, Elda. Traveling outside of the city is a most dangerous adventure, unless you have a gauntlet runner, that is. Well, if this is your first time here, I must warn you to stay on your guard. The city's denizens can be somewhat unwelcoming towards the people of your tribe.
just pathetic.
Exactly. I'm trying to get gear. Rude.
Look, I don't give a toss who's king. I just want some coin.
So, this is Sunshade Row. Seems a fine place to disappear from
Got
prying
it.
eyes. But where's the inn? You suppose we should ask around? It's like a dead body.
Do you need something?
The Hushed Honeybee Inn, only bad sorts of folk in there, you know. Well, go at your own risk. I won't stop you. You know the narrow alley behind the right side of the gallows? Go down that and there'll be some stairs. It's at the end of that way. When will the next execution be? Oh, I can't wait. Alas, Nydia was a sight to behold. It's not often you get to see such pathetic cowering.
What am I supposed to do?
Got a moment?
God damn it. Why can't I wander around the city?
Idiot peasants.
Out of sight, filthy little
Come
elder.
on!
Ah, don't look at me, damn elder.
Crowd on this street looks pretty rough.
What is it?
Watch out for pickpockets. You can bet they'll all.
Oi, you there!
What are you doing here? This ain't a place for a guy of your stature. Hold on, an elder? I see, so that's why. I've business at the Hushed Honeybee. Is that right? Ah, I won't pry, mate. For both our sakes. We know how it is being through the ringer, too. Sorry about picking a fight with you.
Oh.
Grius, we heard that all the soldiers of the fort got annihilated, but not you. I see you stubborn old bastard. About that. Don't worry, nearly all of Sunshade Road's in your debt. None of us here will go running our mouths now.
This place.
This is the Hushed Honeybee Inn.
Got it.
Finally, a place to get proper rest. Something good's cooking, too, I can smell. Let's hurry inside. I'm hungry, man. So they talk about food. I'm just like, but food.
You're back. Papa, welcome home.
Well, hello, my Maria. I trust you've been staying out of trouble.
Why does she have angel wings?
These are, well, new recruits. Just enlisted.
So young. It's good to meet you. I'm Fabienne. This inn is my business and my home. Manners, Maria.
Welcome.
Hey, I'm wasting away over here. Where's my order?
Maria, could you handle that?
Yes, right away.
Right away.
You're back sooner than I thought.
Nah.
Something happened.
Something bad. Barely any survivors.
I see.
I didn't know Grius had a daughter.
I know I've already asked so much of you, but would you mind looking after Maria a little while longer?
Of course. It wouldn't be the honeybee without her. Now, as for the rest of you, after braving the frontiers with this curmudgeon, I'm sure you would welcome a warm supper.
Once we're done, we'll head upstairs.
We'll head upstairs. Oh, Nana, you never have to apologize.
It's so good.
Yeah, she's doing. I think she's doing another fundraiser, right? Nana is what I could gather.
Oh, spicy.
I'm gonna probably raid her in like a half an hour because I gotta go get prepared, and I want to finish my book if I can. But I'm going. 6 Pete Unders in town, so we're gonna go get a drink.
Oh, pipe down and eat, boy.
No tattoo.
That was delicious, especially the meat.
I
wasn't
already have
expecting
one
it to have
tattoo
such a
coming
kick,
from
but
Charity.
it grows on you fast.
Love your face, Nana. I'm just
Red
saying,
grass
don't ever feel
roasted
guilty about it.
beetle. Bird meat. One of her hometown specialities.
Katie's pretty awesome, so I get it. I'm going to a concert with Katie tomorrow night.
She's risked a lot to shelter me and to help the resistance. I owe her more than I can say.
You said we were short-handed, but are we really
Yay,
the only
Nana.
ones?
I know we've plenty of independent agents fighting in their own ways, but it seems none could avail themselves to us.
Oh, I will, Jade. I will.
Which means we're the only ones who can do this.
I'm gonna touch his butt and tell him it was Jade.
Still killing Luis. That's not going to be an easy feat.
Grius, do you have a plan? Fill us in.
Midway through the funeral, in broad daylight. That's insane.
Insane!
It's risky, to be sure.
It's risky!
We'll never find a better chance at confronting the man directly. Don't worry. I'll be the only one getting close to him. I'll need you to draw Luis's attention from a different location. All I need is an opening. And don't rely on your fancy powers for this, all right? It'll attract too much attention. Killing a man and slaying a beast are two very different things. This is all I need.
You're joking. You and that kitchen knife against an archmage. Isn't there anything we can do to help?
No, you'll just get in the way. Besides, this kitchen knife can slit his throat like the swine he is. A fast kill, if not a clean one. It's nothing I've not done before. Give me my opening, and the man's dead.
All right.
Not much of a choice, I suppose.
One last thing. Keep Maria company a while, would you? The girl gets lonely on her own.
Aren't you at least going to tuck her in?
Got to prepare tonight. Too much still needs doing. And best that it's done as far
That's
from
true,
harm
Pat.
as possible.
I'm sure you've seen enough kitchen knife injuries.
And there's his fatherly side, I suppose. Sorry, but I'm going to bed early. I need a full night's rest if I don't want to be a liability.
Well, we've all been short on time to ourselves. But I'd feel bad leaving Maria all alone. Shall we go check in on her? At least?
Look at that.
Ah. I get it, yeah. Whatever, yeah, if you want to share it, always. I can faintly hear the hustle and bustle of the city from beyond the closed shutters. That last painting you showed in Discord was awesome. Damn! That's awesome. Does this room belong to Grius' daughter, Maria? It doesn't look like it's a guest room.
Did you need something?
Let's play a game.
I was thinking we could play a game.
Play a game? But it's already nighttime. Oh, I just
Go
remembered.
Jade Mama.
Papa said you have a strange book, and that I should ask to see it.
You like books, huh?
Well, I haven't ever seen one before, so I was wondering what they're like.
Want to read it together?
Want to read it together?
Really? Oh, but I still have work to do.
Oh yeah, Pat.
Don't worry, Maria. I can handle this crowd. You have fun reading upstairs.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
You did a very good job today.
Ah!
Let's read then.
Ah!
There's so many pictures. Are all books like this? Miss Fabienne taught me how to read a little. She said it helps with keeping me in running.
Do you help out every day?
Mm-hmm. It's lots of work, but it's fun too. Plus, I like when people say I'm clever, so I've got to work really, really hard. Papa always says not to go into his room, so I wait for him a lot. I'm good at waiting.
You're a strong girl, Maria.
I know Papa's always busy with work, but I'm happy when he comes home.
I know, I'm not...
Thank you. It was fun talking to you.
Glad to hear it.
Will you play with me again sometime? Then it's a promise.
Then it's a promise.
You're helping Papa with his job, aren't you? So, be safe. I've heard his job can be really dangerous.
I'm not saying they don't deserve it, Pat. I mean, that's my... She must be feeling anxious herself, but she's still concerned from the bottom of her heart about our safety. I feel comforted by Maria's kind-hearted nature.
The pure-hearted maiden, Maria. Within her dwells the virtue of the healer. Nurture thy bond with her, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Yep, I understand that. Jesus Christ. Oh.
Thank you.
I can sense the heroic embodiment of the healer from Maria. You can now study the healer in academia. Try seeing what new powers await you.
I wonder if Papa will stay for longer this time. It'd be sad if he had to leave right away.
I'll ask him to stay.
I'll ask him to stay.
Okay.
It's been great so far.
I think I'll try to read a little bit more, and then I'll go find Miss Fabienne and go to bed. All right. I'll try to read this part now. In this country, the something king hears the voices of the city and protects their way of life. What's this say?
Society's purpose is to protect its citizens. This is a basic principle of this utopia. All are equal, all live in safety, and the rich and poor are as one, with no gaps, no conflict. All are friends, deserving of help.
I played, like I said, I started Persona 5 and
Basically,
then, yeah.
it's a place where there's no fighting, and everyone always gets along.
Wow. Where is this place? No one gets left alone there, right? I wish I could go. Can I read a little more?
We're probably not going to bed anytime soon.
As dawn breaks, so begins the procession to the Grand Cathedral.
Yeah, Pat. Which is why I kind of stopped playing them outside of streaming. Because
The
it was
King's
like,
casket
you know,
has left the castle.
so much time.
The procession will take the main streets to its destination, the Grand Cathedral. I'll have you blend in with the guards posted there. On my mark, you'll create a distraction. Draw Luis's attention.
What, with the soldiers? But our uniforms are...
I had Fabienne patch them up.
In the state they were in? That must have taken all night. Let me see.
Thanks for keeping Maria company yesterday. I'd appreciate if it wasn't the last time.
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
I appreciate it. The girl just has trouble making friends is all. We're going to split up as soon as we leave. At the Grand Cathedral, we'll pose as guards to cause a commotion. I leave the rest to you.
I mean, this is going to take me at least through this month to get through.
I'll see to everything
Probably
here.
into
Don't worry.
parts of December, too.
Papa.
I'll be back tonight. Be a good girl while I'm gone, eh?
I'm here for you.
I'm here for you.
Is that February, Pat?
Well, don't push it too hard.
Okay.
Once we're back, let's all have dinner together.
Yes, please.
Be careful.
Are you good, Pat?
See
you don't
you
have to.
soon.
You know it, but you don't have to fucking. I appreciate you lurking and being around. I might, depending on how long this takes me, I might play Dragon Age after
Once
this. I
it's
don't know.
over, we'll regroup back here at night. I'm counting on you.
We'll do our best.
That's funny.
Right then. Let's get ourselves ready, then
I
head
don't
for the
think
Grand
Ken is
Cathedral.
by at all, which is even funnier.
Let's go.
I mean, yeah. To get to the Grand Cathedral, we've got to head down San Lumio Street and then turn right when we get to the square in front of the gallows. There should be some shops selling weapons or armor on our way, so let's stop by. If you can't find them, your map should help.
Oh. All right then.
That reminds me.
What is it?
Yeah.
She's definitely silly. I mean, Cats is silly too, but...
All right then.
Today's a royal funeral of the king. He's really gone. My bottle's about gone too. I have to throw my own royal funeral Yeah.
What?
Look, he reeks. What's with this guy? I can't go through this way, so let's steer clear. Hey, it's more. I don't know why, but I can sense Moore's presence over there. Does that mean this place is peaceful enough that you can connect to academia? Come to think of it, I did find a new power. I should go to academia when I can.
Now, where was I?
I feel Moore's presence. Pat tries to hide it though because he's a Canadian troll. He's like a Canadian cobra chicken as a human. I sense the presence of a new archetype. Might I see them if you've a mind to show me? Oh, nice. Ah, thank you for coming. You seem to be walking on your own path as I expected you would. Splendid. Let's try and look. That's so gorgeous, Nana. I love the skulls. That's fucking dope, Nana. That's so cool, Nana.
Well then.
I realize this is sudden, but there's something I wanted to ask for you regarding the power you all are gifted with about archetypes. I have a task I'd like you to undertake.
What?
What do you mean by task?
All right.
To stand fearless in the face of change that may not only alter your form, but reveal the heroic qualities you embody. That, indeed, is the truth of archetypes. The heroes of our kingdom's history all showed glimpses of such power, though not to the extent you have. Yet now their tales are largely forgotten, fables in obscurity.
That means
a hero standing alone is no hero at all, but a simple dissenter. Without the support of others, their ideals are soon buried beneath history's weight, and their lives go unnoticed. The same holds true for archetypes. An archetype will only reach their ultimate power once you obtain and unite many heroic embodiments. If you can achieve this, my dream shall too be fulfilled. In this way, I am sure we can take the first step towards the ideal world I described in my novel.
Because you see,
researching this power is vital for me as well. For our first task, I'd like you to cultivate the heroic embodiment of the healer. I'm certain the task will be a fruitful opportunity for you to hone what draws others to you. That is to say, your outerworldly royal virtue.
This one's important.
Please.
You need but complete your task and speak to me. That act alone will grant me boundless understanding. Leave it to me. Okay, leave it to me. Thank you for coming so quickly to your decision.
Yes, that's right.
A confrontation with your nemesis is inevitable, is it not? For all your plans and devices, one day you will have to face and fight Count Luis.
But for that...
To that day, you must seek to awaken new and stronger archetypes and research the ways their powers complement each other. Chance encounters often spur a hero to grow and indeed change the very world around them. As we share a fantasy of your ideals, surely I, too, will share in this growth.
This research.
And when that happens, my memories may gradually return. The king's seal upon them may fade. Such is where this place is, and why the king confined me here. Through research, you gain more power, and I regain my memories, and ultimately, we reach the utopia I dream of, a mutually beneficial agreement now. Already, your efforts have done much for my research. Now, there is more I can do to assist
How delightful.
you. If an archetype has learned a skill, I can make it inheritable by other archetypes. I can show you whatever, whenever you'd like. In this way, your encounters with others will be a source of even greater strength.
Regards.
Let us face these hardships together. I have high hope for your future endeavors.
Do make yourself at home.
Skill inheritance is now available. You can spend mag to unlock previously learned skills and give them to other archetypes. You can individually set the skills each archetype inherits. That painting's awesome, by the way, Nana. I'm gonna make him a healer. It's a healer.
I see. Fascinating. This right here.
Its heroic embodiment is that of a saintly presence who gives strength to others through their love and devotion to all life. Do I have 1,000? Yep.
I'm counting on you.
Yes, I want to entrust Stroll with this power.
Of course.
Then hear us, O valiant heart. By shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as a healer. So, here. I hear the voices of past heroes' souls. O worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength, if thou art prepared to reach out a new hand to any need, even amidst the chaos of battle, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the healer.
Yeah.
Yeah. The soul of the healer. Should any among us need aid, I gladly offer it. This too is an important role on the battlefield.
Right. I could get used to this. Adieu.
I was trying to pet the cat, not that.
Here, kitty.
Oh.
Kitty, kitty, kitty. I mean, should the healer have one of these? Oh, there you go. In times of yore, there lived heroes who healed all who looked to them for succor, regardless of birth. Their souls together formed the power of the healer. Among them, the adept who walks the path of salvation, I dubbed the cleric, and the elite guardian of all things holy, I dubbed the savior. The healer archetype is not only peerless in its healing and purification of the battlefield, but is a master of offensive light magic as well. But in choosing to heal, one must sacrifice the strength to harm, or the resilience to act as a shield. Let no healer forget this truth.
That's right.
So this archetype is supporting role with great healing magic and some offense with light magic, but otherwise it's pretty fragile. Where's the right?
Welcome. What would you care to know? That's right. What would you care? Oh.
Is there something?
You'll come again, won't you?
Okay.
All right then.
Let's check out the shops.
Sawed off.
Sawed off.
You've come at a good time.
Hey now, elder lad. That's a nice sword you got there. Relax, I'm no thief, but that sword says you're a mercenary, so I've got a little proposal for you. You must have picked up some mag from fighting monsters, yeah? If you're not using it, let me take it off your hands. By mag, I'm talking about tiny magic magla crystal shards. I buy them up on order of the Sanctus Church.
Don't miss your chance to sell
The
now.
accumulators out there gather it too, but I say they're inefficient. Anyways, what else would you use it for? A pretty sweet deal I'm offering, mate.
Isn't that...
Mag, that's the currency you use to study archetypes in academia. If you're really strapped for money, you could exchange mag here. You need both, though, so I'll leave it up to you.
Hello there.
The royal funeral's being held today, so I've got to close up shop soon and mourn in my own way. If you're looking to make a purchase, get on with it, please.
Now then.
What do you think?
In order to get the most of any weapon, consideration must be paid to its type. For example, swords slash the enemies while lances pierce them. If you're familiar with the characteristics of a weapon, even the simplest of attacks may turn the tide. A weapon's affinity can decide the victor before a blow is ever struck. For a true warrior, that's all common knowledge, but since so many these days rely on igniters and skip the fundamentals, I figured I'd refresh your memory just to be safe. How many monies do I have? Oh, I don't have enough monies. Oh, okay. I mean, I send you one dick picture and you tell me you're never gonna open my messages. Like, how's that fair? How's that fair? I only sent you one dick pic, Pat. Only one.
Welcome.
Oh, what a rare customer. Sorry, but we'll be closing soon because of the royal funeral, I'm afraid.
What is it?
I'm sure I don't need to tell you, but there's no wisdom in buying the first piece of armor that happens to be within your budget. That may be reasonable when you're dealing with clothing or shoes, but for defensive gears, it's best to prioritize armor that suits your needs and body. I mean, I'm not... Yeah. If you start acting like some spoiled claimer and come back here complaining and demanding a return for armor that doesn't fit, I swear I'll ban you. It'd be bad for us if we got banned from here. In any case, we should put some consideration into compatibility between our armor and archetype. Booty's always on the brain, dude.
Oh.
Booty's always on my mind.
You keep away from me.
Booty's always on my mind.
Oh. All right then.
Fuck are we? Okay.
Now, how did I wind up here?
I mean, I also prefer that.
All right then.
Here we are in the year plus of Rod being a single boy. What is over here?
Oh my. It's quite fresh.
Sorry to break it to you, but planning to close up shop today. We're mourning for the king and all.
Fancy a chat?
It's not just any old water, you know. You won't find such clean well water anywhere else. My husband goes through loads of trouble bringing it back here, so please don't say it's overpriced.
Oh my.
Got it?
I might just save and wrap it up for now.